Guys, great job in the kitchens. Now it's time for you to do a review on yourself and your partners. Please make sure that you read all the steps that are on here, as well as what is on your rubric once you open it. Now, step one says that you can open it in DocHub like we did the last time with our kitchen search assignment. However, I'm going to also show you a different way today on how you might be able to turn it in. If for some reason it doesn't work, just again, go back to DocHub the way you did before and continue with the rest of the steps the way that it did before. So go ahead and open the assignment. Ignore the fact that this one says returned. Open up your work and you see your baking lab directions and review sheet right here. Right in the upper right hand corner where it says more actions, click on that and click open in a new window. From there, last time what we did is we said open with DocHub, so this is your backup if you want to. But today I want you to try going over to your download button, clicking on the download button. This should open up down in the lower left hand corner once it's done with its little blue circle. Go ahead and click it, and now you should be able to fill out your doc right here instead of having to put it into DocHub. Either way works. This way just seemed a little faster. So you would fill in your information, your name, your kitchen number, the group you're with, and the period. Please read each of the steps here, making sure that you score yourself and your partner how well you think you did and they did in the lab on a scale of 1 to 10. All right, if your group member was absent or you were, make sure you use an NA in the box so that we know that you were not there, so it's not applicable for a grade. You will then divide you'll find out the total score for you, especially if someone was gone, by averaging it. And don't forget that if someone was gone one day, they only have 3 days that they can be graded on, so you divide it by 3. Or if they were there only 2 days, you would divide it by 2, so on and so forth. If you do end up having any concerns, comments, or questions that you had when you were in the lab, please make sure you leave a comment in your private comments on Google Classroom once you've attached this file and filled it out. And then before you turn it in, make sure you also finish the reflection questions, telling me which cooking lab was more difficult to you, even if it was only just a little bit, like maybe waiting to eat the cookies and not eating the cookie dough. What might you find or do differently if you redid the lab? And then what was something you either learned or were surprised by? I'm going to handle this box down below, so please make sure that you do not fill in anything right here. This is mine to deal with. And then once you're done filling all that in, everything's good to go. Make sure before I do that, I want to make sure this line right here, this row is for your grade, and then you'll fill out if you had a partner down below. Some of you might have had a third partner, so that's why there's a third row there. If you did not, just leave it blank. So to turn it in now, instead of having to go through all the DocHub things on this page, you should just have to go over to your download button again and save it somewhere that you can find it. All right, and when you name it this time, please give it kitchen review. And I already have one, so I'm going to give it a number 2 so I know that this is the one that I'm currently done. Save it, and then go right back to your Google Classroom, and all you'll need to do is go into Add, File, select the file from your computer, and find it again. So mine was the one with the number 2. I'm going to open that, upload it, and I'm going to, in this case, resubmit it, but you guys would just be turning it in or marking it as done for the first time. I don't need the template, so if you want to go ahead and get rid of the template, just click an X. Just make sure it's the one that was the template, not the one you just filled out. Okay, and I'm saying resubmit it, you would say turn it in. And voila, you're done.